Hello. That was
Really?
That was very timely. That's staying in.
That was opposite.
This is Michaela.
And Peter.
We're back in Sam&Max, episode 2, The Tomb of Sammun-Mak. Last time we got ourselves decursed and got through the, whatever this actually, I forget if it had a technical name.
Oh, it was the Doors of Life and Death, I believe.
Yes, yeah, and we can look at these panels. So let's look. Did you say who you were?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, okay.
Didn't I say I'm Peter? I am. I mean, regardless, either way.
You are, yeah. Let's use some panels. Let's start off with this just panel.
There we see the body of Sammun-Mak, borne to the tomb by the Mole Guardians. They say it was the costliest burial of all time.
Now that's what I love about this country. You guys know how to throw a classy funeral.
Was that a weight joke?
I don't know. Next up we have a very interesting panel.
Sammun-Mak the Great, at the zenith of his power.
Gee, I want to be a god king.
You somewhat interesting panel.
Sammun-Mak discovers the Devil's Toy Box, the moment that changed the course of history.
He seems like a good kid. Now, should we do the mildly interesting panel? Let's see what that says.
Finally.
Young Sammun-Mak started life as a humble frog catcher, but fate intervened.
Oh, it's like they're shot down from space. So I believe we exhausted all of his conversation topics last time. So we're going to get in here. Nefertiti's boudoir.
Where the unwary trespassers may lose his heart or his whole circulatory system.
It's a turn and a leaf.
Exactly. Turn and leaf. The two of us want to be alone. We happen to be sharing a super intimate moment. Marquis, lover boy.
Lover boy?
It's a doll.
His name is Charlie Hotep. Now, are you gonna keep away, or do I have to spot on you? What?
Is it the same snake? It must be.
It must be, yeah. Charlie Hotep.
Listen, kid. I know your feelings for Charlie Hotep are very, well...
Dysfunctional?
But I'm going to have to insist you turn him over to my pal here.
Charlie and me are soulmates.
Right. As if. Charlie and I have a perfect understanding. Just try and come between us, and I'll put a curse on you that'll curl your toes.
It's a toe curling curse.
I thought she turned you into a cow.
She does.
Treasure.
Your father said something about finding his greatest treasure in here.
Yeah, so you found her. But don't start getting any ideas. I've already found my dream boy.
I'm truly happy for all of us.
I just want to see the poster.
Admittedly, I think it's the vampire guy, but I don't know. The two dolls.
We can't just leave. We went through so much to get here.
The doorways of life and death, you mean?
Right.
Dad built that. It's like supposed to discourage shooters. As if I need him always watching over me. God, so embarrassing.
Because I am starting to lose track of the timeline. Isn't this in the past?
Well, because we have to get the tickets. We do the train, and then this is third, and then there's the grand finale.
So we've never met this mole child as Sam&Max.
Right, yes. Is there 2 train journeys? I'll remind us when we
Well, there's on the way out and there's one on the way back in.
Projector, yeah.
But no, I mean in the other timeline.
Oh. No, there's only Harry Moleman, I think. Yeah. Snack.
So what happens if we decide to just saunter right in?
Do you want me to set my ass on you?
No. Oh, please, God, anything but that.
Does he not find the word amusing? Is it the other one that does?
No, I thought he thought it was funny. But he doesn't really want to say hello to a real asp.
What's your curse, little girl?
The whole scene hex. But I'm not very good at it yet.
I'm not sure that's something you should admit.
Stay sullen, kid.
Shut up!
Well, obviously we've got stuff, but I doubt it'll be any of
I
these.
don't think so.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Like, I'm gonna let you have your way with me for a cookie. Dream on.
I mean, it could be a very good cookie.
No, they'd be bad for his digestion.
No point in that. No. I don't like people reading when I'm trying to talk to them.
Then obviously we have the powers. Astral projection, can or nuts? I'm not sure either of these would be useful in this situation. Can I just...
That's it! You violated my inner sanctum!
Ew.
Go get him, Spot!
Right? Oh, this is gonna end badly.
A can of nuts for our tea party? You're the best little snake in the whole world! Well, Charlie, you finally got me alone. Now's your chance to murmur those 3 little words.
Cheese is available.
We're out of here.
Huh? You! See how you like Nefertiti's curse! Wait a minute, how does it go? Oh yeah.
Maximus!
More like skim. Never mind.
Maximus?
That's what I was getting at, yes.
Cowimus? Could be anything.
No, for the love of God, no!
He's cute like that. Can he still use his powers? Oh,
Say something, little buddy.
Moo.
Whew, he's all right. Practice makes perfect, kid. I'm sure you'll improve.
Oh, I hate you! You ruined my whole life!
aw. Just you wait until the train.
So, what have we got now?
We have the doll.
Charlie, you and I are going to make beautiful music together. Now let's see. Where do my hands go? Ah!
Keep them to yourself. Now, I was wondering if we'd lost the can of nuts.
Well,
We must have grabbed them on the way out.
Yeah.
Let me show you how this 2 doorways gizmo works.
Huh? No, that wasn't me.
By the way, Nefertiti, you were adopted.
Oh, thank God!
Huh? No, that wasn't me.
That's terrible.
Nefertiti, you're grounded for life.
I've been grounded for life my whole life!
Huh? No, that wasn't me.
Oh, and I think the poster was like a teen heartthrob thing rather
Yes, I'm gonna try and see if we can go have another look.
Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? She cries the whole day long.
Will you cut it out?
Go ahead and take the gummy. I was through with it anyhow.
What? I didn't say anything!
Bye, Dad. I'm off to Paris to become a courtesan.
You are not.
What? I didn't say anything!
I can't hold it inside any longer. I love you, Samus and Maximus. I want to be your mole. I want to have your puppies. There, I've said it.
Nefertiti!
I didn't...
If I hadn't just heard it with my own ears, I'd have never believed it.
But it wasn't...
I've got no choice but to blast you fellows with the Sexo Rejexo Hex. Brace yourselves. Until the curse wears off, the very sound of your voice will repulse the opposite sex.
So has anything changed?
Hi there.
Oh, literally. Right, okay.
Fair enough. I suppose we'll see what we can do with this.
Yeah, we accidentally stumbled on the right option. I was just having fun.
Yeah, you want to see all the options.
Who is there to talk to here?
We can go and do...
Baby Amelia
Yeah.
Earhart.
And the guy. Yeah.
You keep your distance. No tomb raiders allowed in the burial chamber.
Because I think you were going to use the doll on her.
Yeah, I thought that was the thing to do.
I think it might be
admittedly.
talk to her.
Oh.
But no, go ahead. Oh, yes, sarcophagus, definitely.
I have awakened from the sleep of 1,000 years.
Eh? Oh, that's nice.
I eat little children for breakfast.
What? I didn't say that.
Yep.
Sam and Max are my best friends. Please let them into the burial chamber.
What? No, they aren't. Don't!
Sam and Max are my best friends. Please let them into the burial chamber.
What? No, they aren't. Don't!
Fair enough.
Wanna go on a ride?
How is that useful? I suppose, yes, let's just go
I
in.
didn't warn you.
Oh! Okay.
I don't think that's the way the story is supposed to end. Let's
Okay.
back it up and try it again.
I kind of thought that would be it, admittedly.
Do you blast her back and then throw in the beans? The can of nuts? I mean, she moves. That's significant, right?
I guess. Maybe
And
I
when she stays there.
now ventriloquist dummy.
Say hi to Grandpa.
Well,
Oh.
drop in.
Right.
Ain't you a lively little wiggler?
I'm afraid I must be going.
Wait, Grandpa's got a story for you. Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there was a family of adorable bunny rabbits. Now, these little rabbits lived in a...
So, can I just go in now?
That seemed like a contradiction, doesn't it? A tree with fur on it. But it was a funny forest, and they was funny.
We're just going to take these giant blocks and shove them into our inventory. Don't worry about it.
We've got a box.
Hiya, Sammun-Mak.
Nice place you got here.
The graveyard of the moles.
Little scamp got away. Come on back out, baby. Grandpa's got lots more stories for you. Whoops. Let you slip in, did I? Well, I guess you can stay.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Does that still work if I then go in?
Wait, where's she gone?
Yeah, she has rather run off.
Eh? Oh, it's you. Snuck past my death trap, did you rascals? Well, you beat me fair and square. What can I do for you?
I think the mole curses does the same thing.
People have
yeah.
a talent for throwing curses.
Which is it just lets you explain what each of them are.
And then we can pick up the Stuttgart curse again, should we need
Not
to.
enough about curses.
There's something else you want to know?
No.
No.
Stay vague.
Eh?
Can we do anything with the levers or with anything else in the room? Fair enough.
No, I assume at this point, because I've got the extra blocks, that we can go up and put them on the...
Yes, we
The
need to remove
scoreboard.
the curse. protection
Yeah, I
curse
guess.
spell,
Do
whatever
we
it is.
go to the other mole man and go like, we have nothing to do with your daughter? That would make sense.
Oh, you want to get rid of the...
Sexo rejecto.
Okay, what for?
I suppose I assumed I'd need to, but
Does it wear off eventually as well?
I have no idea, admittedly. You see, we want to get back up there. There we go. Loop, loop. Walk like an Egyptian.
Or at least walk a dog.
Obviously, we should actually look at what we picked up. Wrong button. Should be square. We got
Hieroglyphic blocks.
Hieroglyphic blocks.
Hieroglyphic blocks.
Hieroglyphic blocks.
Hieroglyphic blocks.
Oh, we should actually take them out.
I haven't spoken to Max in a while either.
Should I do that first?
Yeah,
or-
go on then.
How you doing, Max?
Not to nitpick, but is ventriloquism really a psychic power?
Of course! I can predict exactly what my dummy's going to say before he says it.
I suppose are you like telling the doll what to say with your mind, or using the doll to tell other people what to say with their mind?
You grab the toy box, Samuth, and I'll cover the exit.
Knucklehead, the toy box has a spell of protection on it, remember?
We remember, we remember.
It's a perfectly fine protection spell, but I think we can improve it.
Stop,
That's
stop,
an
stop.
inscription.
What's all the commotion? Did I forget to cast the protection spell?
Look!
The perfect cry.
But why does adding 3 hands to it make it not work?
Stone Guardian guys, otherwise occupied.
Unbreakable spell of protection, broken.
Nothing standing between us and that toy box but air. Come on, little buddy, let's go get it. I think this is where we came in.
I'm experiencing a newfound sense of respect for our forebears, Sam.
I know how you feel, little buddy. Say what you will about our gene pool, it did manage to produce a couple of winners.
You hear that? You guys are winners!
If you factor out the squalid death in a dirty boiler room.
Yes, so we completed. Actually, I just swapped one. What was that? The tomb?
In the tomb.
In the tomb. We have completed, so it's crossed out. We don't need to go back there anymore. So what else have we got? The Sphinx Challenge, the Journey Home, and the Big Reward. I mean, does anything we have, would that be a toy idea yet? Is it the ventriloquist or the... No, because we're going back in time.
Don't we get to keep our inventory though?
We've got to beat the Sphinx Challenge.
Or what?
No.
Inventory.
No.
Cookies.
That's why I was like, I don't actually know what we have to do in this one, admittedly.
We've got to beat the Sphinx Challenge. Genuine snowballs, hand-carved by immigrant elves.
Well, what's the Sphinx Challenge? We needed to shrink down to go through the bars. What else was there?
Yes, we need to get the real cannon nuts back off of them to do that. And they want a toy idea.
We don't have the toy idea yet, right?
For the day, gentlemen. To
I
you.
don't think so, but I'll talk to them. Toy
A
concept.
toy idea that'll knock your stripy socks off.
Lay it on us. If it's as good as you say, we'll happily hand this can of nuts over to you.
Adventure game.
Point-and-click adventure games.
You gotta be kidding.
But then maybe all that means is that we have to do the train one first.
Yeah, we need to progress in another thing. And it probably is the train one, because that's where they were talking about toys.
Exactly.
Gotta clear it with the boss first.
Okay. Astral project. Back. And then into the
Wanna
train
skip ahead to the good part?
sequence. Yeah. Right. Here we've got the love letter.
Right.
And we have all of the bits and pieces.
Somebody on this train has our toy box, and we're gonna get it back.
So can we get, for example, Kris Kringle to call the other mole men out of the room so that we can then... Can we talk to Amelia Earhart and get her to do something? There's loads more we could do.
Yeah, they say they want a kid to test the toy. He's now moved, like, not him, but, you know.
Is the snake still there?
Nice spot. How's the boy? Whoa, cranky.
Go away!
Maybe we should spend our time with...
That's a dead end. And we know the other guy is in the right spot because the he's not like bothering the mole people
near the
anymore.
Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Somebody stole the Devil's Toy Box from this steamer trunk. No Devil's Toy Box in there.
Well, part of this is also just reminding myself of this section. I don't remember it quite as well as the one we left the last session in.
Ooh.
Jürgen.
Don't bite me! Don't bite me!
Kind of a wuss, isn't he?
Hmm.
I thought you would use the voice on the...
I think I've done that before.
Oh, did we not? Okay.
What?
I thought we'd just gotten the ventriloquist toy.
No, we had it here last time.
Did we?
We didn't. We had to
So
get
what's
it
changed?
in the train section. That's what I mean. These are all sort of like you have to solve them with what you've got. Yeah, I can.
I have awakened from the sleep of 1,000 years. I confess it. I took the toy chest.
Is that supposed to be me? Ugh, such an embarrassingly poor imitation.
No, I thought solving them got us like extra inventory items or extra powers or the like. And that's how we were supposed to solve things.
The information you take between each chapter, I suppose, is quite useful.
Yeah?
I mean, we're getting the toy idea from here to go back in time, right?
Yeah.
Let me talk to Slushy.
Like knowing that we needed to do Ride of the Valkyries for baby Amelia Earhart.
Kringle wants to see you.
Ah, jeez, he does? Cover for me, fellas. I can't leave this compartment till the secret project's finished.
Wait right there. I've got the perfect kid for you.
Yeah? That's fantastic, pal! Send him over!
Not that, maybe.
I confess it. I took the toy chest.
Oh, I know what it is.
I can't wait forever, buddy.
Do I just get another sexto or rejecto curse and fling her down the cart at them?
Good horrified look on Maximus's face there.
To go all the way back, 'cause this is Kringle, not the mole one. hello.
Hey, remember us?
Of course.
After all we've been through together in Real 2, I feel I can speak freely.
Yes?
I'm sorry to report that your daughter is harboring a massive crush.
On whom?
On us.
Still? Well then I'm sorry guys, but I'm gonna have to hit you again with the old sexo-rejexo hex. Until the curse wears off, the very sound of your voice will repulse the opposite sex.
Thank you.
Keep riding the rails, Mr. Moleman.
Okay.
I suppose having done it in the...
Shouldn't have been so quick.
It was trying to give you a clue.
Yeah. Having just done it in the other sequence to get the ventriloquist doll, it feels a bit mean to do it to her more than once. There we go. Right. Get you out.
Yeah?
Slushy.
Let me talk to Slushy.
What's up, dog?
We can get you a kid.
Wait right there. I've got the perfect kid for you.
Yeah? That's fantastic, pal. Send him over.
Okay, boys, cut to the punchline.
It's playtime.
Just kidnaps that child.
Really liked it then?
Liked it? I adored it. Haven't had that much fun in ages. Made me feel like a 16-month-old again.
Hot dog, that's just what we was hoping to hear. Thanks, kid.
Revelatory. Positively revelatory. I dare say that toy has changed the course of my entire life.
Wow, that good.
Model plane?
It's a model biplane.
Thank you.
There you go. That was good. I'm assuming I'd get rid of this curse before trying to, because do I want to talk to her again?
You might want to try that because it will be funny.
Okay.
Hey, baby Amelia Earhart.
There you go.
Don't do that again.
I guess you just go back to the mole dad and go,
Yeah,
she doesn't like us
'cause
anymore.
There's not much point in having the voice otherwise.
But that means we can now do Real 1 as well.
Yeah. I didn't realize it would smash cut her sear. I'm like, what about the snack? Maybe it's a little girl snack.
Hi, Spot. How's the boy? Whoa, cranky.
Spot the snake.
It's there.
Very good. Okay.
Talk to the mole girl.
Hi there.
Yep. Oh, we still don't get to see what a Sam cow looks like.
Talk to Max because it's now a girl cow.
No, no. For the love of God, no.
Wow, it didn't do anything.
No, that's...
I was hoping because...
Right, yeah, because it's now girl cow. Because how would you get milk otherwise?
I dread to think.
Anyway.
Hey, remember us?
Of course.
Your daughter.
When we told you that your daughter loves us?
We meant to say she loathes us.
You're darn right I loathe you.
Simple semantical mix-up.
Oh, so, could you remove the hex?
Sure.
Exo removal.
Rails, Mr. Molman.
You're not going to ask him about his dad?
Oh, I mean, you just ask what his curse is. I don't know why I'd always keep some of them
What
highlighted.
happened to the other guy who was with you in the tomb? The,
Oh, maybe this is new.
Oldie mole man.
Moldy oldie.
Finally decided to take his vacation
Where's he going?
to see the Sphinx.
Okay.
Keep riding the rails, Mr. Molman.
Okay.
No, I thought that was the, like, asking him about his curse. Like, hers is, and she says the same thing.
Hope it works
over
out
and
for you,
over.
kid.
I don't know, you might get more detail. But yes, it might just give the same thing.
So we know it's a model biplane, but I still want to try and talk to them before, yes, we just go pop back to the first one and get that kind of nuts. There's a lot of little camera angle changes as you're going through the carts, and the controls don't always deal with it.
I do suspect that at its heart, it's still a point-and-click game.
Mouse
You
input.
again, eh? Come on in. I was just working on my memoirs.
Say, baby Amelia Earhart.
Uh-huh.
We have no
Good girl.
new conversation. It's just in case, you know. Like, how did you like the toy plane?
Yeah?
Inspect compartment.
Now that your secret's out, you won't mind if we snoop through your steamer trunks?
Ah, come on. We got nothing to hide.
153.5 steamer trunks, but no chance.
What?
A lot of chestnuts, though.
How do you have 0.5 of a steamer trunk? Kringle wants
Who
you.
wants to see you?
Yeah? Wonder what he wants. He said he never sent for me. What are you trying to pull? Yeah?
Slushy.
Let me talk to Slushy.
For presumably the final time on this train, but we'll see. Kringle wants you.
Kringle wants to see you.
Ah, great, because I want to see him. Can't wait to see the look on his face when I tell him all about our new toy biplane.
Ah, don't bite me! Don't bite me!
Well, what did he think?
Who?
Kringle, about the toy.
Oh, right. Matter of fact, I never made it to his compartment. I got caught up in some personal business along the way. Yeah. Excuse me.
That's how you make one of our, like, arch nemesises later on, I guess. Is Jurgen okay, or is he done for? Oh, no, wrong button.
I'm not
No!
leaving till the background stops moving.
Jurgen.
Yes?
Yeah, you've changed.
You're looking a little peaked.
I know! I have become a vampire! A horrible creature of the night, feared and loathed by all!
Ah, cheer up, Jurgen. You were loathed by all before you became a vampire.
Some girls are into that. The mole girl.
Look on the bright side. Surely the mole girl will leave you alone. Now you're a vampire.
You clearly know nothing about the teenage girls. She thinks I am even more tragically sexy than before!
Oh.
Tough break.
We lied.
If you're still looking for the vampire reverse curse, you won't find it here.
No, it's too late for that. I was just thinking how this sarcophagus would make a voodoo bar bed if I could find another place to stash the moldering corpse.
Okay.
Stay out of the
Okay.
sun.
Yes, your concern is so touching.
And then does Kringle come out now that we...
Wonder if in the earlier episode with the vampire guy he remembers Sam and Max from the past. Probably not.
maybe not.
Go away!
Maybe we should spend our time looking elsewhere.
Okie dokie. But I am going to take that model biplane information to the earlier chapter.
Should we go back to the earlier reel or skip ahead to the next one?
The early one, the early one.
Toy store's closed for the day, gentlemen. To use, anyhow.
We've got a toy idea that'll knock your stripy socks off.
Lay it on us. If it's as good as you say, we'll happily hand this can of nuts over to you.
A toy biplane.
It's a toy biplane.
He's on to something there. Air travel's the latest thing.
It can't miss. Snowcone, get the boys working on a prototype. Post haste. I'll spring it on the boss when he's good and jollied up on milk and cookies. It's a cinch he'll give us the old ho ho ho.
Races all around.
Then you don't mind giving us that can?
Oh, Dad. Love to, Mac, but me friend here's sort of attached to it.
Yeah, it's like it's part of him.
What do you say we remove some parts from some elves?
After you.
You could have just done that.
Ow! What's that stuff that comes out of them when they splatter?
Oh, sure. People use it to thicken eggnog.
Ooh. Yep, we have the can of nuts. We can now go back to the theatre.
As long as it's legitimate theatre.
Who can penetrate the gate of the Sphinx?
This time we really will penetrate.
Yes, let's go and penetrate the
Got
Sphinx.
to beat the Sphinx challenge.
Or what?
Go away.
Yeah.
Be my guest. The gift may kick in on the next attempt.
So we are going to cookie the nostrils.
The nostrils are shut.
Oh, right, we have
I
to
don't think
actually...
so.
No? Oh, right. Sit on the tongue. We've done that before.
Impressive. Now for the supreme test. Can you pass the inner gate?
Samuth passed a quarter once.
Yes, by using the can of nuts.
You've done it! You have beaten the challenge of the Sphinx! You are the gifted one I have been searching for.
I'm the gifted one.
I'm his manager.
No matter, I've got tickets for both of you. Tomorrow morning, you set off for sunny Egypt aboard the Disorient Express.
Gee, thanks.
I may weep with gratitude.
But that's not all. An even more fabulous prize awaits you, and another challenge should you choose to accept it. I charge you with the task of delving into the actual Tomb of Sammun-Mak and recovering the legendary Devil's Toy Box.
Is that all?
Say no more. We're on the case.
Time to roll out Plan B.
Score one for the great-grandparents.
Yeah, but I bet you Kringle and the elves beat them to the chest.
You're nuts. Don't listen to him, fellas.
That's another one crossed off. So the journey home, I don't know whether it's... Do we have to get Jurgen out of the way so he can actually make it to Kringle, the elf? Because it does seem to be I'm going to knock his socks off with this biplane.
Somebody on this train has our toy box, and we're gonna get it back.
He talked about wanting somewhere else to stash the
body
thing, yeah.
Which I'm sort of thinking the snake eats
I
it.
have awakened from the sleep of 1,000 years!
That's not it. Really, it feels like you should do the can of nuts on the thing.
Although if we don't know what to do, the simplest thing would be to go to the fourth one. Because it might just be that we need to do the fourth one first and get some more information.
We could have another peek.
I can't remember where we were up to.
In the fourth one, you're on the stage and he just asks you how you did it.
Skip ahead to the next one.
So I think you have to know how you've done all of them, but
Oh.
we'll have a second look, because we only popped there the once.
You're probably right, though.
So tell me, Samath and Maximus, to begin with, how was it you were able to pass through the mouth of the Sphinx?
Magical can of nuts.
After we got the can of nuts back from the elves, my little buddy and I squished into it and rode the Sphinx's tongue through the gate.
You were there. You should have just been able to say that.
Astounding story, all the more convincing for being implausible.
Now do we get our...
However, once inside the Tomb of Sammun-Mak, you were faced with many more dangers. Magic spells, deadly traps, bloodthirsty mole men. However, did you manage to beat the odds and secure the Devil's Toy Box?
Haggling track and field, undid protection spell or secure?
Should I do any? Do you want to hear the comedy ones?
Secure.
What do we mean by the word secure?
Can any of us really say we are secure?
Because it does admittedly kick us right out to do funny options. Yeah.
No, do the thing and see what happens next. I am curious.
Sorry, do you mean go back
big
to
reward,
the big
yes.
reward, right?
So tell me, Samath and Maximus, to begin with, how was it you were able to pass through the mouth of the Sphinx?
Magical can of nuts.
After we got the can of nuts back from the elves, my little buddy and I squished into it and rode the Sphinx's tongue through the gate.
Once inside the Tomb of Sammun-Mak, you were faced with many more dangers.
Because we're not going to be able to answer the last one, I'm assuming.
Okay, so as I do, we should let you do the fun options, and then he goes, this is all nonsense. Because to do it, like, get kicked out every time, it's a bit much. Undid protection spell.
Grandpa Mole took his cues from a hieroglyphic inscription. We turned ourselves into bas-relief tomb carvings, shuffled over to the marquee where the inscription was located, and added additional glyphs which had the effect of reversing the spell.
And also we got eaten and spit up by an asp.
What a strange and compelling, if convoluted, story. Audience, give them a hand for what they've been through.
Wait, it's pronounced bas-relief, not bas-relief?
The adventure does not end there. I'm told that you two were victims
I don't think I've ever heard it said.
of a daytime heist on the train ride back from Egypt. Can you tell the audience how you managed to thwart the thief and recover the treasure?
So, no.
Exactly. Which one would you like?
Well, the thing is that it probably is a Deus Ex Machina or a plot twist. Machina.
We were saved by a Deus Ex Machina.
See, I've heard someone say that.
Is that what it means? Huh. I thought it was some kind of giant robot.
I don't think we're ready for this
Yeah.
one yet. Let's go back to an earlier.
Right. So we definitely are in the right place, at least
Yes.
in Chapter 3.
We do just have to finish the journey home.
Okay, I don't know how to do it.
And like I said, I feel like I've got roughly what it wants. It wants us to... He needs to get the body so he can go to
Somebody
sleep.
on this train has
So
our
he's
toy
not in
box.
the way.
But he's not in the way.
I mean, I could try sending the elf down again.
Oh, no, he is in the way, because he's not letting us search his apartment. Although, can't we just go and get some garlic or something?
Maybe.
Because isn't there loads of garlic in the mole man's room?
No, that's in Jurgen's room.
Oh, well, maybe
that's
he
the
can't go back
problem,
in again.
yeah.
Maybe all we need to do is to go into his room and search it.
What's up, dog?
Yeah, I can't even send him back now.
Stay spooky.
Slushy hasn't even attempted to bite my neck.
Don't be offended, little buddy. If you were under a vampire curse, he'd be all over you.
Okay.
Nice caboose.
You could also give me a hint if you'd like.
Me? Go into Jurgen's room.
Okay.
Sorry, a hint. Maybe you should start trying to find a room that Jurgen now can't enter since he's become a vampire because of all of the garlic.
It's the next card, yeah. I was just trying to remember who's in who.
Perhaps the smell of garlic can solve this conundrum. Quandary?
Methinks somebody's trying to ward off vampires. Shall we?
Yes, let's shout.
Oh, no, you don't! Oh, garlic! Crosses! My own protective talismans are keeping me away! Oh, the bitter irony of it all! Curses!
Curses indeed!
Stop! Get your filthy hands off that toy box! It's not for the likes of you! It's
empty.
What?
The trunk is empty.
No!
Oh.
I failed you, young Sagoth, but you will be avenged!
You know, even for a vampire, he's a weirdo.
That's the lot of them, little buddy. We've cleared every name on the list.
Except one. I must admit, you had me fooled, Samuth. Always so concerned about the missing toy box, and the way you were always slipping off for a smoke break.
I never slipped off for
Grand Central Station. Now arriving at Grand Central Station, New York, New York.
What's that? Baby
Baby
Amelia
Amelia Earhart?
Yes, baby Amelia Earhart. Little baby Amelia Earhart, not worth bothering with, not good enough to play with the big boys. Oh no, she's just a woman. Well, it appears this insignificant female has beat quite a few of the big boys at their own game, and now she's going home with all the toys, while the others are left scratching their heads, wondering what hit them.
Grand Central Station.
Why do we have the curse all of a sudden? Did you notice that?
Yes.
What should we pick? Because you get one.
Watch your step?
Watch your step.
Watch your step.
Kind of anticlimactic for a boss fight.
I thought it was exciting. Let's take this toy box and skedaddle, little pal. We've got an appointment with Monsieur Paperweight.
Yes, we do. I probably should have found a way to make it so that you didn't get the curse off. Like, maybe he chucked you out and refused to talk to you, the mole man.
Little credit sequence with cheesy pop cover of the title tune?
No, it ain't over yet, little buddy. We've still got the most important reel to go, remember? I think the story's about to come to a head. And speaking of coming to a head, I need to duck out for a minute. Don't you start the last reel without me.
What?
He's going to anyway.
Time to answer a quiz.
So tell me, Samuth and Maximus, to begin with, how was it you were able to pass through the mouth of the Sphinx?
So what happens now if I give the wrong answer? Charisma.
Well, it can't show literally the same cutscene because they're not together.
Now I can go through the wall. Good taste.
We just taste that good.
Magical can of nuts.
After we got the can of nuts back from the elves, my little buddy and I squished into it.
Once inside the Tomb of Sammun-Mak, you were
Haggling?
We were lucky enough to arrive during the annual Sam&Max sidewalk sale.
They had 15 drachmas on the Devil's Toy Box, but we dickered them down to 10.
Thing is, they're all just as plausible as the actual ones.
Yeah, track and field.
We simply vaulted right over those pesky guardian mole men.
You could say we mole vaulted.
I see what you did there. But we know we undid the protection spell.
Cleverly noting that Grandpa Mole took his cues from a hieroglyphic inscription, we turned ourselves into bas-relief.
And also we got eaten and spit up by an asp.
I'm told that you two were victims of a brazen daytime heist on the train ride back from Egypt. Can you tell the audience how you managed to thwart the thief and recover the treasure?
It was all a misunderstanding.
It was all a misunderstanding.
The toy box was in our inventory all along. We just had to scroll down.
You can't say that. Plot twist.
We recovered the box through a surprising plot twist.
Oh?
What?
If we told you, it wouldn't be a surprise.
See, that would have been good. And finally, we beat a baby.
The robbery was committed by none other than that irrepressible scamp, baby Amelia Earhart.
She almost got away with it, but we were a little too tough for her.
A resourceful duo, don't you agree?
That's nice. Now, how about that reward?
Fear not, my talented little logomorph. You will receive your reward, right? No! My dear Maximus, you have been chosen to play the starring role in the greatest spectacle of the age, the summoning of Yog-Sagoth.
The hell I have! Where's Samet?
Yog-Sagoth, most terrible of the ancient ones, banished from this earthly plane for 6 long millennia. But you, with your extraordinary psychic gift, you will intone the words to bring him from the realm of darkness into the light.
The hell I will!
Yes, the hell you will. If you refuse to play your role, a certain friend of yours will meet an unfortunate demise.
Samet!
An unfortunate demise in a vat of flesh-eating ants.
So that's what that's for.
Sure this role is me?
You are the one with the gift. Which reminds me. Can't have you pulling any funny business.
All right then, let's get it over with. Cue up the entrance music.
Yog-Sagoth, primal prince of chaotic night, descend to us through the writhing wastes of utter darkness. We summon thee with the deathless words from the Book of Abominations. Now you say, Umke onine, the utter race Einfei.
Stall for time?
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. What's my motivation supposed to be?
Abject fear.
Right.
What do I have? I've still got cookies and the thingy.
Actually, there's quite a lot to do.
Yeah, I like how it's just use evil ties because we don't know what they are. Can I, like, do this?
The nostrils are shut.
Fair enough.
Counterweight for moon. Okay.
No.
Also, I like the you've got it coming sign.
Nice atmospheric touch.
It's very
Looks
appropriate.
like the counterweight for one of the stars.
I can't wait for all this to be over. It'll be a bas relief.
Yikes!
Do we have anything? We don't have anything.
Start using things. Or talking to Papiawit.
No point in that.
Yeah.
Onto the dark side, Charlie? It was a trick can after all. Those are some creepy toys. Those are some creepy toys. Those are some creepy toys.
I don't think they're going to do anything separate to evil toys.
No, I
I think they're all just
not.
one thing.
Now you say, Umke onine, the utter race Einfei.
I see him! There he is, in the chest!
Yog-Sagoth?
Tentacles, glowing red eyes. Yep, gotta be him. Shorter than I expected him to be.
Let me see. Where?
Look close.
Okay, that was quite good.
Those are some creepy toys.
I don't really know what I do, though.
I don't think so. No.
Lies! I won't tolerate any more of your tricks. Say the words or face the consequences.
Also quite tempted to say you should say the words, because it's a videotape, it'll just end it again.
Say,
Okay.
the other ways einfäh.
On in the other ways einfäh.
It's happening!
Yeah, well, we aim to please. Catch you around.
Wait, one little thing I forgot to mention. Yog-Sothoth demands the sacrifice
That's your problem.
of the one in the summoning circle.
What the?
Such a pity.
So we need to get the ventriloquist doll.
Whoa, forget this. Scenes like this
And
are
make him
unsuitable for
say it.
impressionable viewers
Yeah,
like
so it gives you a hint at least. Stall for time so you can get the doll?
Yog-Sothoth, Yog-Sothoth, when your body waxes rough.
What are you doing?
I thought it'd be nice if he had a theme song.
Say your line.
Onto the dark side, Charlie? Nice atmospheric touch. Looks like the counterweight for one of the stars. Nice atmospheric touch. Looks like the counterweight for the moon.
They're your magic words. You say them.
Now you say, oninade.
There he is.
You're not messing with me?
Aren't you?
Let me see. Where?
Oh, he said something slightly different.
Look close.
I think you need to get them first.
Yeah, it puts me into this menu automatically. And I can't move.
Onto the dark side, Charlie? I don't think so.
That's what I mean, like, I have no idea what it actually wants from me.
Nice atmospheric touch.
I can just look it up. I'm not sure either.
Oh, I've used the newspaper with the torch.
Oh.
And for some reason I now have a flaming newspaper.
Hieroglyphic funnies. I'd be splitting my sides if I could read ancient Egyptian.
Lies!
Oh. Yeah.
I won't tolerate any more of your tricks. Say the words or face the consequences.
Who's that with?
Counterweight.
Quit stalling.
Looks flammable.
Okay.
Right. Cookies on that.
This is where my skee-ball expertise pays off.
That was good.
Charlie, am I glad to see you?
Now we trick
Swap
him.
place, yeah.
Now you say, oninade. The other ways einfäh.
Trick?
Hi there, Yog-Sothoth.
You can't fool me again.
What's that you say? You want to be my demon creature?
Let me see. Where?
Look close.
So now we have the power of ventriloquism.
Use it on Sam.
Really?
I've changed my mind, Maximus. You can have the pony.
Quiet, Maximus.
But it was so fun, yeah. Okay, here we go.
The other ways einfäh.
Uh-oh.
We still summon Yog-Sothoth, though.
Well, that was impressively grotesque.
We certainly gave the audience their money's worth, wouldn't you say, folks? What about this thing?
Oh, that's right. Can't have the Devil's Toy Box falling into any other villainous hands.
Where should we stash it?
Fellas, I appreciate your thinking of us, but we don't do that old world hocus pocus anymore. I got a nice dry cleaning business, and Nefertiti's going to school for...
Dad, I told you! It isn't Nefertiti anymore. It's Bubbles.
Sorry we can't help you, but you see how it is.
Yeah, we see how it is. Come on, Maximus.
Boy, America sure has changed these guys. I hardly recognize them. Look, Samuth, they even slice their cucumbers lengthwise.
What? Ich kann diese Duse Fiesel einzufällt. It is true. Papa, have we fallen so far? We have forgotten our heritage. We have forgotten we are moles.
Okay, we'll take the toy chest back.
Great. Keep us posted if...
But you've got to help us guard it.
You will live here in this boiler room with us. There's plenty of space.
How about we compromise? Our kids will open an office in the building and help you keep an eye on the chest.
We've got kids?
Shut up, Maximus.
It's a deal. Now let's see. We'd better cast that spell of protection to keep it safe.
Let me do it, Dad.
Stand over there so you don't get zapped by the magic.
Wouldn't want to do that.
Let's see. How does it go again?
The Holstein Hex! You're not turning me into no cow!
Maximus!
You know, there's a great basement apartment opening up on 83rd Street. 2 bedrooms, built-in washer-dryer.
The end? Question mark?
I like the different style there. That was cool.
2 skeletons, 4 mouldering reels of film, and 1 buried toy box. A century-old story, now forgotten in the sub-basement of history. But the past has a disconcerting tendency to claw through the freshly laid sod of the present and wrap its cadaverous fingers around the entrails of the future.
Well, that took longer than expected. The restroom in the train station was closed, so I had to... Hey! You watched the ending without me, didn't you, you malevolent little fiend? So tell me, what was the big final act twist? Samuth and Maximus dragged underground by sex-crazed anarchist sewer rats? Come on, little buddy, don't keep me in suspense. Obviously, the story was moving towards some mind-boggling final twist. So what was it? Max, what's wrong with... you? Little buddy?
Ooh.
Keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times. The ride is about to get twisty.
Sam and Max will return in episode 3. They stole Max's brain.
Yeah. We have a little bit more credits. We'll let it roll again. And then we'll do all the reading out for the next one. That was interesting. With all the different sort of jumping around, time skipping.
That one was a little more frustrating than the first one, I feel.
Oh, fair enough.
I feel. But it did, games teach you things. In this case, how to pronounce bas-relief, apparently.
I see. Most of the little pictures on the credits were slightly different, so I suspect they are exactly the same credits. Would you like to read out this episode start? I think I did the sam&max one. So yes, we are now on to episode 3.
Episode 3. They stole Max's Brian! Little buddy, what have they done to you? Someone snatched Max's brain, gunning for control of its bizarre psychic powers. Now Sam is rolling up his sleeves, smacking heads and throwing slugs. Whatever it takes to get back what's rightfully Max's. I quite like this one, because this is the one that it's very, very noir.
Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live out our lives under the delusion that we are in control. But are our brains truly in control? Makes you think, doesn't it? Engrossed in the thrilling cinematic exploits of their ancestors, the freelance police have had no time to ponder these eternally vexing questions. But in mere moments, they and you will be plunged headfirst into these murky philosophical depths when Sam returns from his ill-timed bathroom break to discover they stole Max's brain.
Max? Little buddy? No, 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 no!
No! What happened?
Hey! What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know! 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box,
then BAM! Out went the lights!
Through a fog of rage, darkness, and raisinets, I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number 1, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really.
So, sorry, was he doing that like mid, like, interrogation, teaching Sam?
I guess, yes, and yes, the game has become L.A. Noire, I guess, because, to be fair, Sam doesn't have psychic powers.
Yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Rule number 2, timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in and accuse him.
And sort of moves away from the normal tree.
Liar. All right. I came to before Jebediah, just in time to hear the telltale sounds of a brain being removed from a bunny.
Obadiah, why didn't you do anything?
I was afraid. Afraid that he'd remove my brain too.
Who took Max's brain?
It was the space gorilla.
Skunkape.
Of course. He must have been released from the penal zone when the toy box was stolen.
I'm so sorry.
Not half as sorry as that brain-stealing space ape's gonna be when I catch up with him.
Rule number 3, mole men are easy. To crack the tough nuts, you'll need information to prove your case. Sometimes you gotta ask around to get the dirt on the doers. Now, go get 'em.
I wrote a mental note to thank Flint at Max's funeral and got ready to squeeze some punks.
The top left text is just telling us sort of the mechanics of the game.
Yeah, it's been the
Different
same.
words.
Yeah. We want to ask questions, interrupt, accuse them of lying, etc. Yes, you know he's serious. He's lost the code in the hash.
General Skunkape. I should have known. That space ape had wanted Max's brain ever since he found out it was special. Now that special brain was gone, and I was cut loose, drifting in the neon current, hoping for a lucky break. Hello, ugly. You're one of Skunkape's goons. Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunkape since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimension.
You even have a noir option.
Wow.
Unjustly. Don't make me chortle. When you get right down to it, we all deserve to get tossed into the penal zone. You, me, the guy who delivers your deep dish pizzas, all of us, bubbling over with sin and corruption and...
Is there a point to this, or are you just trying to get me depressed?
Does that feel like he suddenly has a 5 o'clock shadow?
As I was saying, since Skunkape's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a scientist.
Lie!
No, it's true. I've abandoned a life of violence and
I mean, he was spinning a sign.
honest, peaceful
I
job as a
suppose.
sign spinner. See?
Ah, yes. So, where were we?
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly...
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise and tawdry gambling rings.
Where can I find him?
He hangs out on the corner of Veni and Vidi in the Latin Quarter.
Oh, see, I hear him.
Frankie
this is
the rat. The name left a bad taste on my tongue and an itchy sensation in my boxers. Still, there wasn't a rodent more plugged into the bad wiring in the city.
Yeah, you always know you're depressed when the floating neon signs come out.
Alright, Mickey T's radio yurt.
Hey, rat.
Sam, buddy, how's it hanging?
My partner's got a bad case of a missing brain, and someone thinks you might know something about it.
Brain, huh? Well, I did see something unusual and brain-related a little while back.
Spill!
I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his...
Where?
Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way, about 2 miles.
What?
I think that was correct.
Somehow.
A tourist? It was absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my surprise when I found Frankie's tourist wandering around the bad side of town.
Saying that, I think you should always at least once pick the noir option.
Well, okay. I'm just kind of picking them, admittedly.
Well, because you're not used to this style of gameplay, because it's very fast action. The conversational loop, I'm assuming, but...
Yeah.
Oh! Ah!
You, foreign guy, what's your story?
Ooh, an American police shakedown! How thrilling!
It's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Well, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah.
Dirty lion rat.
You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your countries.
Another lost soul on the highway of life, forced to get directions from the rats at their feet.
Excuse me? I'm afraid I don't understand your gritty American metaphors and allusions. Skunkape, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords.
What?
I think it was a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg.
Ultra super colored what now?
A Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying a brain in a jar.
They really know German.
Where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back.
You lie.
You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum that... Is that one of your famous American handbags? Fascinating. We don't have any of these in Europe, you know?
Yep, that didn't really work. Again.
Let's hear your sad little story again, from the top.
Very well. About an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats, but this...
You lie!
You're right, it was more like 57 minutes ago. Yeah, but you American police are stinklers. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. It might have been more of an...
Ultra super colored what now?
A Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. My people's word... So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. And you know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually...
What?
Ibble-skibbled. It's a common European word that describes the feeling of my disorientation combined with nagging doubts about a rat. Honestly, what do they teach you Americans in your schools?
Video poker!
So, what else would you like to know?
No, I think
Let's hear your
Very well. About an hour ago, you know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats.
You lie!
You're right, it was anyhow.
I don't think that's the right answer for that bit.
Ultra super...
Same as I don't think Tell Me More is right for that either. I think Tell Me More might
After the
work.
fight moved on, you know what else? I'm starting to think...
As in, tell me about the fight, yeah?
Actually, the museum district.
It's a strange land, all right. Strange and dark and twisted and...
Please stop! I'm already ibble-skibbled enough.
Sorry.
De nada. Anything else?
Let's hear your sad little story.
Say which one you want me to do in each ring?
Very well. About an hour ago, I was getting that... You know, back in Europe, I had so
Hurry
many
up.
warnings about your country's rats.
Then what?
I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one... At least I think it was a Weltraumliebe...
So you don't Tell Me More, yeah? You're lying.
Liar!
Nein, nee, it really was a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. But more like a kleine Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. But anyway... After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pocket.
Because it's that statement and this statement, there's something weird about it, so try all of the options for these.
Lie? How dare you make such an accusation without a shred of proof? When I get back to the
That's
hotel,
interesting.
I will report you to the European consulate at once.
Fine.
Fine. Now, where was I? Oh, yes.
Leave? Maybe you don't have everything you need yet.
So intense.
Or maybe that was it.
If not, you just go through all the other options, basically, on all of the statements. It works a bit like Phoenix Wright, Jazz Club.
Like just another victim circle in the drain, but I knew there was more to the story. It was time to circle back and flush out the truth.
It does return to the normal format after this, but it's an interesting experiment.
Frankie, what do you know? I was given directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies.
Don't lie to me, Frankie. I talked to your tourist, and it looks to me like you sent him over to the wrong side of town to get rolled by your rat pack.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But this conversation is over. I ain't saying nothing till I get some legal representation. Annoy with some people, trampling a rat's goddamn merengue rights.
Do you want a lawyer? Here's an attorney from Smith & Wesson.
Okay, I'll talk. Sheesh. Like you guessed, I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding him up, really. Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all high and mighty and European, wearing his...
What?
You know, the bad side of town. Hoboville, Flemberg, Broken Corners, that area. Anyway, when the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind a crate, and I, picked their pockets. The tourist was loaded with high-exchange European stuff, but all the other guy had was funny-looking green cubes.
Sure, hide behind your crates and wait for someone else to do something. But one day, the violence in the streets is gonna spill over the gutters and stain your pretty white socks with the blood of the innocents.
Socks? I don't got any socks. I'm a rat.
And don't you forget it.
Anyway, after the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I know, honest. Ask it.
Souvenir?
Yeah, something fell out of the funny hat guy's pocket, and the tourist scooped it up.
That's the lie we need to know.
I don't know, something.
So the tourist didn't leave empty-handed after all.
There we go.
I like the sweat marks on his shirt as well.
Stick around. I may be back.
I shall count the minutes.
Because it's just a dog driving around town shouting at people.
Yeah. Back to the dark alley. We gotta find the fault in their argument and yell objection.
Ooh, a repeat performance.
Let's run through it one more time. And speak slowly. I'm an American.
As I said before, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know,
So we could probably just hurry up until we get to the dropping something bit.
but
What happened next?
I was about to give him a tip for the help, when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebebach Zauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraumliebebach Zauberkrieg.
Ultra super colored what now?
Weltraumliebebach Zauberkrieg. So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and skibble
Now
in a
he's lying.
strange land.
Yeah.
I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else? I'm starting to think that...
Don't play innocent with me, metric lover. The rat saw you pick up something after the fight. Now spill!
Yeah, it's true. I took a souvenir from the fight. I didn't think anyone would notice. Here.
Norrington? Who the heck is Norrington?
I don't know. Just don't hurt me. You Americans are all animals. Animals.
I mean, yeah.
Finally, a clue. Norrington. The name rang fewer bells than a sleigh in July. Fortunately, it didn't need to.
Crimetron, do your stuff. What do you mean not found in database?
The Crimetron requires additional clues to make an informed deduction.
Clues? I haven't got time for clues. Max's body is starting to smell differently.
Then maybe you should stop yelling at my girlfriend and start with the clue-finding.
Grrr.
Should we go back to the sign spinner or?
Yes.
Yes. He's the only one we didn't revisit, so.
I'm back! Now where's Skunkape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunkape.
No, that's a lie, because there was a fight and you were there, they said.
The penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across.
You're lying!
No, I'm not. I haven't seen the General, and I defy anyone to say otherwise.
Go on.
As I was saying, since Skunkape's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very...
Reevaluating your life choices? What does that even mean?
Skunkape's defeat made me take a really hard look at myself. Honestly, is there anything more pathetic than a middle-aged space gorilla waving his blaster around the galaxy like some kind of teenager?
How about a dead partner?
The only way to break the cycle was to just walk away. Now I have a wonderful job as a sign spinner and a girlfriend in the village, and I don't even have to shoot anyone.
How nice for you.
But enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the ins and outs of this gloriously filthy metropolis.
Rats? The whole world's full of rats. All of them clawing each other's eyes out to get off this sinking ship called life.
That's quite disturbing and sad. Please stop.
I won't stop until I get the guy who did this to my little buddy.
Something tells me we should leave and go talk to a rat. That something might be Peter giving me a hint.
Don't you want to know about our baby iguana sale?
But it might not be. It could be anything.
Frankie the rat.
And apparently Noir isn't always a joke answer. It is the right thing to do occasionally.
What do you know?
Like you guessed, I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding them up, really. Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it, acting all high and mighty.
Threatening.
Again with the gun, look, I'm talking, ain't I?
I guess.
Anyway, when the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind the crate, and I, picked their pockets. The tourist was loaded with...
Tell me more.
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet store, the poor schlub.
So that dirty punk sign spinner did see Skunkape.
Anyway, after the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I know on it.
Yeah, I considered him just mentioning other gorilla being enough evidence, but I didn't realize we just had to press him.
Skedaddle before the weight of the sin and debauchery.
Yeah, the world's a dark and miserable place. I get it.
Also, I love his little biker jacket.
It's very cute, yes, yeah. Back to the sign spinner. And now we know because we pressed him, he did see Skunkape. He's a liar.
I'm back. Now where's Skunkape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunkape since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the...
What are you talking about?
Don't you remember when you and your partner defeated
I think he wondered you're lying.
magnificent General Skunkape by trapping him in the penal zone?
Oh yeah, that. So?
As I was saying, since Skunkape's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life.
You probably just want to wait till it loops. Or hurry it up and then loop.
You can't reevaluate your way out of fate, chump. We're all headed for a pine box and a boilerplate eulogy. And you can't change that any more than a tiger can change his pants.
You possess a very depressing worldview.
It comes with the territory when someone cuts out your partner's brain.
But enough about me. You should talk to the rat.
Yes,
We're
the
not falling for that
rat
again.
certainly seems plugged into the ins and outs of this glory. Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide renders me impervious to your puny earth bullets, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Where were we?
Again.
Where's Skunkape?
I already told you. I don't know. I haven't. I'll never forget his final terrifying.
You're lying.
That story ain't gonna wash, Bonzo. Your pal Frankie told me all about how you and he hid from a fight between Skunkape and some other guy. Now, make with the lip flapping and I better like what I hear.
It's true. A few of your Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign for Frankie the Rat and a tourist when General Skunkape came running down the street, chasing after a strangely garbed man. To my everlasting shame, I
A strangely garbed man?
common Venusian
Tell me more.
Strangely garbed?
Yes, a man in a faded jacket and a strange hat. He seemed to be carrying a box of some sort. General Skunkape was in hot pursuit.
Okay.
The general and the stranger fled the scene. I discovered that he had dropped this.
Oh, it's the rhinoplasty.
For it, but he appeared to be in something of a hurry.
I dropped something once. I think it was my innocence. Then I dropped my compassion. Now I just drop punks.
Is that supposed to be dark? It doesn't make sense.
Sue me. Give me that toy.
No! I need it to get back in General Skunkape's good graces. Once I return this artifact to the General, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with open arms. Oh, how I've come to miss standing at my General's side
Noir again?
the past 2 hours.
Huh. You're fooling yourself, kid.
What are you talking about?
The only thing Skunkape's gonna welcome you with is a fistful of phasers. You can't go home again. You can't even get on the porch. You've tasted the apple, peed in the pool, bitten the hand that rocks the cradle. You're a sign spinner to him now, and that's all you're ever gonna be.
You're right. It's hopeless. No matter what I do now, I'll never soar through the galaxy at my General's side ever again.
Yes, you make him so depressed he gives you it.
Oh.
And I hate to tell you, but you're not a very good sign spinner either.
Really? You don't have to kick him when he's down.
I hated to see a grown gorilla cry, so I got in the car and looked for another lost soul to join me as I gazed into the abyss. The last time we saw the rhinoplasty toy, Max's special brain used it to turn into a bazooka. Now it was going to lead me to the guy who stole that special brain. It wasn't exactly ironic, but I didn't care. Okay, Crime-Tron, this is your last chance before I start looking for an upgrade.
This is a long loading screen. There we go.
Come on, you obsolete hunk of junk. Talk! Where's Skunkape?
Sam, no!
Stop holding out on me!
Get away from her, you brute.
Museum of Mostly Natural History.
Audiences across the country say, you're a monster, Sam.
We saw an advert for it earlier.
The Museum of Mostly Natural History, the tarnished jewel of the city's once thriving museum district. Max and I always meant to visit, but we'd never gotten around to it. Now we were finally going to take in its thrilling and
That just says neon sign!
displays with a vengeance.
I also liked Live Nude Bunnies and S&M Club.
The Sam&Max Club.
Exactly.
Just to distinguish it from the S/M Club, which makes a little more sense. Or S/M, which is the fan fiction of them two. Never mind.
To pay the piper, plus tax and applicable service fees.
Real planet? What?
Yes, we have made it to the Museum of Mostly Natural History. With only our gun.
This gun was made for shooting. That's just what it'll do. One of these days, this gun is gonna shoot all over you. Bang, 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 bang.
Thank you. So I will check our notepad for the case they stole Max's brain. Can I get a look at the cover?
Upstairs where the action is.
I know. You don't need to tell me what to do. The case. I tracked Max's lobotomizer to the Museum of Mostly Natural History. My buddy's brain must be in here somewhere.
The bottom of the notepad says, crime as an invitation to the crypt.
Most of these... Oh, they're slightly different. No, I think that's...
That's different, yeah.
The bottom one is different.
Well, because it doesn't say anything about weight.
Yes, we'll deliver a world-class beatdown to brain-stealing chumps.
Liked life better as an unlobotomized sociopath.
That's the same. Now, even older than he was in the episode The Penal Zone.
Still after the psychic powers of the Devil's Toy Box and sensitive transdimensional racial injustices? I'm not sure which ones were there before. Has advanced degree in interrogation from Buncham University.
Frankie the Rat, genus Rattus, species Norvegicus. Outstanding deaths, many with the juice running.
Hubert Q. Tourist came to America by way of Aschaffenburg. Likes guided tours, scrapbooking, eating waffles on the beach. Dislikes pushy buffet goers. The hit TV show Perfect Strangers, cacti.
Ex-minion sign spinner. Parents claim to still be very proud of him. Stole a handful of pens and a stapler from Skunkape's ship.
Got to stick it to the ape.
Former minion of General Skunkape. Where we have the cops, which we've had before. Teleporter and feature vision, which again, that's nothing new. Right, let's start looking around.
Take a look around after I track down Max's brain.
No, we want to look around.
Not now. I've got to find Max's brain. It's a telltale trail of Grandpa Stinky's brain-preserving demon broth. Could Max's brain still be alive?
Let's hope so.
Let me know if you see more brain juice. Oh,
There's
there's
some.
some, yeah. We're following this trail, I guess. Big Bang, cosmology, physics, and you.
I'll take a look around after I track down Max's brain.
I'm starting to think it wants you to track down
It
Max's
is.
brain.
It's a little annoying. So what does that say on the Pluto one?
Real planet or big fat faker?
Use the door to the planetarium.
My superior technological might, necromancer!
Slow it down your simian hindquarters, barbarian!
Skunkape and paperweight? He's looking pretty spry for a 120-year-old. And there's the Devil's Toy Box. And is that...
Sam! Get me out of here! This whole place smells like gorilla and patchouli.
The interloper who foiled my scheme to collect the toys of power and re-imprisoned me in the penal zone?
Sam? The great-grandson of the patron who put the kibosh on my intricate plan to unleash Yogg-Sothoth and take over the world?
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy!
Oh no.
Yes, a common enemy. I propose an alliance.
You get the galaxy, I get the Earth?
Agreed!
Nice going, Bubble Brain.
Don't blame me. I'm still trying to find the volume controls on this thing.
Minions, after him!
Sam? Aw, man! Now I'm stuck in here with the alliance of C-list supervillains. It was way more fun when they were fighting.
Oh, but we're Max.
We can look at the Devil's Toy Box.
Look at all those cool psychic toys. Am I doing that?
Indeed, yes. Your psychic brain, melded to Monsieur Paperweight's sorcery and my super science, have created a techno-arcanic whirlpool, drawing the toys to this convenient container.
So that explains the giant sucking sound in my head.
No, that's just you.
Is that an espresso machine? Because I've always wanted to pour caffeine directly into my brain.
This device is used to maintain the complex matrix of energies between the Devil's Toy Box, your magnificent brain, and Paperweight's chaos magic, and funnel them into the planetarium's crude projector.
Fascinating. Now tell me more about my magnificent brain.
There's also a Talk to General Skunkape General there. I don't know if it's any different.
I can feel them.
You don't have to do it, I was just saying.
No, I just didn't
Hey,
realize.
Skunkape!
Yes?
Oh, I distract him, I see. Me.
Now that you and Fezhead have stopped fighting, could you tell me how my brain ended up outside my sexy little body?
I took it from you after I was suddenly ejected from the penal zone.
How come I didn't notice?
You appeared to be entranced by a primitive form of Earth entertainment.
Around here, we call it a popcorn coma, big guy.
Me. Is that me grayed out now or not? I can't tell.
I can't tell either.
What are you planning to do with my brain once this whole Toys for Jerks drive is over?
The same thing I planned to do before you yanked me into your ASAT's penal zone. Plug your brain into my ship's central computer and use your terrifying psychic powers to conquer the galaxy.
Can't we just use them to cruise for chicks? The ladies love a good spoon bending.
That's curious. My scans indicate you don't even like girls.
Fair enough. Sam.
Could you try not to kill Sam? He's my designated driver whenever I'm in the sauce like this.
Oh, my minions won't kill him.
That's good.
They're under strict orders to drag him beaten and bloodied to my feet so that he might witness my ascension to ruler of the galaxy.
Just so long as he can still drive.
You?
So, long time no see.
Long time? Yes, yes. If only you knew how long. It has been but a handful of Earth hours since you and your companion imprisoned me in the penal zone. However, due to the temporal phase shifting of the zone, I experienced years of maddening nothingness during those fleeting hours.
Ah, that would explain the tiny crow's feet around the eyes. Not to mention that telltale old gorilla smell.
Aww. You again?
What are you doing here, anyway?
The same thing I was doing all those years ago.
Boring me to tears?
Gathering the toys of power so that I might conquer the galaxy.
Now you is finally grayed out.
Paperweight?
Why are you working with that creepy paperweight guy?
Monsieur Paperweight and I have reached an accommodation.
Is that legally permitted in this state?
I'm lending my scientific prowess to his mystical efforts to draw the toys of power into the so-called Devil's Toy Box.
That spell thing Paperweight's working on. It wouldn't have something to do with summoning an elder god by the name of Yog-Sothoth, would it?
Now that you mention it, Yog-Sothoth's name did come up once or twice. He's certainly touchy about that precious tapestry of his.
Yeesh.
The toy box?
What are you two scamps doing with the Devil's Toy Box?
We're tapping the nigh infinite power of your brain to create a bifurcated vortex of technological and arcane energies to impel the toys of power to return to their point of origin via a 5-dimensional matrix of quantum foam and sympathetic magics.
Yes, of course.
You have no idea what I just said, dude.
No, but if it means more psychic toys for me, then vortex away.
I suppose it does. Your minions.
I see you've got your old band of lackeys back together.
Yes, yes. My mighty army is once again ready to take on the galaxy. At least they would be if Paperweight's filthy security guard wasn't underfoot. That disease-carrying insect had better keep his pestilent thorax away from my boys.
He has a disease-ridden security guard?
Interesting.
The way you're salivating over my anterior cortex is creeping me out, frankly.
Very well.
So there's a dividing point between the two.
But yes, we also have the projector.
Guys, how about a little light show? It's getting boring in here.
I'm afraid that tonight's performance of Mundane Objects in Space, A Cosmic Odyssey, has been cancelled, so that the Yeneler and I might use the projector to summon the scattered psychic toys from the four corners of the globe.
Aww.
Also look at the meter.
Help us reach our goal. Operators are standing by to take your call.
And Paperweight.
You, Fez guy.
What is it?
Ooh, he teleports.
So he's had a lot of time to perfect those arcane powers.
You're a magical mumbo-jumbo guy, so maybe you can tell me. What's the deal with me having psychic powers all of a sudden? Am I going through the change?
It's difficult to say. The only minds on this plane capable of wielding the toys of power are the insane, the simple, or the defective.
Ah, you've been reading my press, kid.
But encountering two special brains in the same bloodline is practically unheard of. Your lineage is most peculiar and dangerous.
You should see us during holiday cookouts.
Also, how come their children keep on getting together and being friends and partners?
Yes, and how did they have children? Yeah.
Stop your new buddy from zapping Sam with a banana-shaped ray gun or whatever.
Why should I give a hell-beast's hangnail about the fate of Sameth's brood?
Well, let me get back to you on that.
You?
How come you haven't aged a day since my great-grandpa kicked your demon-summoning butt back in the olden times?
The horrible secret of my apparent immortality is too terrible to comprehend, and would surely drive an uninitiated mind such as yours to the brink of madness were I to utter it.
So, Pilates then?
You again?
What are you doing in this 2-bit museum anyway?
Like, what about getting eaten by yogs?
Yeah, you see what's going in the box.
I've insinuated myself into the archaeological community, painstakingly gathering the requisite toys of power necessary to reopen a doorway between our world and the realm of Yog-Sothoth.
Nerd.
Skunkape?
Why are you and that big dumb ape Skunkape working together?
General Skunkape and I have had a meeting of minds over our mutual loathing of you, your partner, and your forefathers.
So that added up to what? One mind between you?
I just hope his brain-dead minions can dispose of your partner without injuring any of my employees.
Toy box?
What are you and Corporal Butt-Cheeks here doing with the Devil's Toy Box anyway?
We're unwinding and rewiring the synapses of your brain to cast a blasphemous net of tech necromancy across the reality so that the toys of power may be properly encased within the Devil's Toy Box.
Ah, that's about what I thought.
Really? Repeat what I just said.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got a wonderful brain. Blargy, blargy. More toys for me.
I mean, he's not that far
In
off.
essence, yeah.
Pretty grubby joint you got here.
It's one of the finest collections in the world. Our Yog-Sothoth tapestry is one of a kind.
Gee, it'd be a shame if Skunkape's minions ripped your tapestry to shreds and used it for space towelettes. You know, accidentally.
Yeah, don't even think of such a thing.
All this talking with my brain is making me tired. Let's talk later.
So whatever this is, console.
What's that for?
That controls our new laser light show. It will bring many, many young peoples to the museum.
If you can lure them away from their zoetropes.
I see. A return to Sam option, which I am assuming is probably what we're going to do.
Return to Sam.
Let's do that.
Well, at least I know that Max's brain is still alive and kicking. I'll never get back in there while Skunkape and Paperweight are working together. Maybe I can break up those lovebirds from out here.
Oh, do we finally get to actually look at everything?
So it's turned back into a point-and-click adventure game for the moment.
That's interesting.
Ah!
Holyoke, Massachusetts. If I remember my field guide for otherworldly incursions correctly, that tentacle's a flagellum from the dark dimension.
Another dimension, another dimension.
Yeah, it's another dimension.
Yes.
A new galaxy.
It is Paperweight's curator office, authorized personnel only. I guess we're not doing that right this second. Let me see, I can now finally look properly around at everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you.
Kinda.
Me?
Don't get kid with me, wise guy. What are you doing in the museum after dark?
I'm Sam. I'm with the freelance police.
Freelance police, eh? I heard a lot about you guys. A lot. I'm Sal, museum's security guard. You must be looking into all the freaky shenanigans going on around here tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Well, feel free to poke around. But right now, you gotta do something about this pile of trash.
That's not trash. That's my partner.
Partner, trash, potato, potato. If it's not up and moving in the next few minutes, I'm tossing that smelly lump of guts into the incinerator.
Incinerator? Yeesh.
Talk to Sal.
Keep it down, will ya? This is a museum, not a locker room.
Not sure if it makes me think more of, like, Frog Detective with the other inspector or SpongeBob's Coast Guard.
So I'm thinking, like, why do you have a badge? But anyway.
For identity.
So, to ask him all these questions, headphones.
Nice headphones. Listening to the game? Or maybe some Black Flag?
No, these are my official museum guard emergency headphones. I gotta wear these so that Mr. Paperweight can tell me where to go in case of a security emergency. Of course, I haven't heard from him in a while. He must be busy up there with that space gorilla guy.
Yep.
Sal, why is that name so familiar? Wait a minute. Stinky's used to have a fry cook named Sal.
Yep, that'd be me.
A 6-foot-tall cockroach working at Stinky's? That's shocking. No, wait. What's that thing that's the complete opposite of shocking?
You again?
So why did Grandpa Stinky fire you? I mean, aside from the whole disease-carrying vermin thing.
He, didn't approve of a cockroach in the kitchen.
That's strange. Grandpa Stinky never had problems with cockroaches before.
Paperweight?
Any idea what that paperweight loser is doing in the planetarium?
Hey, don't be calling Mr. Paperweight a loser. He's a stand-up guy who took me in and gave me a job.
He's not here, you know.
Nah, I got no idea what that loser's up to. Heck, I can't even understand half the things he tells me over the headphones.
Paperweight again.
Your boss is gathering demonic toys for a nefarious purpose.
Toys, eh? And what do you want me to do about it?
Call the Army, the Navy, the Swiss Guard.
You want me to turn on my boss? Dream on, buddy. This is a pretty cushy job here, and I ain't messing it up over a bunch of demonic toys.
Fair enough. What about the space?
Don't look now, but there's a scandalously clad intergalactic despot running roughshod through your museum.
You mean General Skunkape? He's an A1 buttwad, all right. But what are you gonna do? Mr. Paperweight's rolled out the red carpet for him and his minions.
Don't you think you should alert the authorities?
What? Lose my job?
Space apes again.
How's life with Skunkape?
Skunkape. That's a good one. I'll have to remember that. Not so bad. Aside from the big gorilla over there guarding the door, most of these apes just hang out in the planetarium.
And again.
What's with all the apes running around?
Beats me. Mr. Paperweight told me to steer clear of them. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Probably for the best. And finally, Max.
Would you mind not throwing my little buddy into the museum's incinerator?
What can I do, Sam? If Mr. P finds another corpse strewn about all willy-nilly on the exhibit floor, he's gonna kick my thorax right to the unemployment office. Say your friend's still alive? You better get him moving.
Max again.
Would you mind not throwing my little buddy into the museum?
What can I do, Sam? If Mr. P finds another corpse strewn about all
Probably just telling you that you use the slate to as an
he's gonna
option.
kick my thorax right to the unemployment office. You say your friend's still alive? You better get him moving.
But he hasn't got a brain.
Well, maybe you should find him a new one.
Sheesh, some detective you are.
That gives you an extra clue if you push.
Be careful out there, Sam. This place is cuckoo tonight.
I mean, is that other brain still on Skunkape's ship? We've got a picture of a skull here next to
That
Sal.
fellow reminds me of my great-granduncle Eustachius. Canis erectus. This freakish tooth, dating from the late Flammarian era, is thought to represent an evolutionary dead end of heavyset man-dog hybrids. This night was bad enough, but now my distant ancestors are getting insulted by pasty-faced anthropologists.
So he's not a dog?
Look at Apocalypse
The end of the world is predicted by top apocalypsologists. Some say the world will end in fire, some in ice, but it takes a truly advanced mind to envision an apocalypse that revolves around a many-eyed, many-horned, walking purple people-eater.
Walking purple people eater. I can't even see it.
Oh, it has a hourglass we can turn for some
Final
reason.
stage of the coming apocalypse. Turn the hourglass. Okay. Whoa, I did not see that coming.
Has it flipped over? Is that for something? Oh, wow. Worry about Max's body.
Moving before Sal chucks it into an incinerator.
That's the edge of our... Yeah.
Cool, there's a lot in this room.
Oh, yeah.
It's a telltale trail of Grandpa Stinky's brain-preserving demon broth.
What is this? Look at dinosaur is what I want. Right. Look at dinosaur.
Hoyosaurus henway.
Like chicken?
Earth Dog Man, where do you think you're going?
I'm, just looking for the snack foods exhibit.
No one leaves here. Skunkape's orders.
Why?
We're supposed to be on the lookout for, Sam. That's it, Sam. Are you Sam?
No, my name is Tyrone. Sam's that guy.
Tis we! I've arrived at the world-famous Museum of Mostly Natural History. And look, a cute little animatronic monkey.
Oh.
Michaela to Skunkape, I've successfully neutralized the one known as Sam.
Yes? Describe him.
Hey, hairless, difficult to place accent.
That's not Sam, you fool. Now don't bother me again until you find Sam.
Apparently that, wasn't Sam.
Oh well, happy hunting.
Thank you, Tyrone.
Hey, if he won't tell the minion what he looks like.
Yeah, admittedly, like, that's his fault.
The Osmunda Kincadium, aka the boring fern, possessed no interesting qualities whatsoever. That's not nice. I'm sure it was very interesting once you got to know it.
Aww.
Eucalyptus porcus, the long-extinct bacon plant, was the evolutionary forerunner of today's domesticated swine. I don't think evolution works that way, but I kind of wish it did.
A pork plant, yeah. Jeez. Can I read that sign? No, it doesn't seem to be able to select it. I can read this one.
Toxicodendron paleness, a prehistoric and virulent form of poison ivy, was 7 times as irritating as its modern counterpart. Primitive life forms were often driven into fits of howling, scratching rage by the merest sampling of T. paleness's secretions. It's hard to believe something that pretty could be so annoying.
Reminds me of me.
Right, we'll actually look at all of the things. Look at white courtesy
Max's
phone.
mighty psychic brain isn't here. There's all sorts of new phone numbers on this courtesy phone.
Information desk?
Says it's an information desk, but I feel dumber just looking at it.
Tour headset.
Tour headset.
Museum of Mostly Natural History guided tour. Ah, an audio guide that attempts to make sense of the nonsensical museum displays. I should tape one of these for our office.
Oh, we picked that up.
Oh.
These are the headphones for the museum self-guided tour. You know, they look a little familiar. This little device is used to guide clueless visitors through the museum's self-guided tour.
Okay. I will do that in a sec.
So they look familiar, so it's... Well, obviously it's something we use.
Tapestry of Yog-Sothoth, Overfiend of the Dank Dimensions, on loan from the East Village chapter of the Knights of Yog-Sothoth. He doesn't look so tough. In fact, he looks kind of flammable.
Behold, the dread wonder of Yog-Sothoth, Overfiend of the Dark Dimension.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad my great-grandpa stopped that trans-dimensional beauty from manifesting in the East Side. Hey, it's a moai head. How's it hanging, big guy? Fine, be that way.
I think that one's
Not talking this time.
Maybe just a decorative one, yeah.
Inexplicable object of unknown provenance. Coming soon, a brief history of bad ideas in transportation. I hope Max's brain and body are reunited by the time this exhibit opens. He loves tooling around in comically unviable vehicles.
Don't we all?
Look at Hindenburg.
Though the Hindenburg met its fiery demise in 1937, its sister ship, the Aeroschwein, is still in operation today and was a stunt double in the 1968 musical Let's All Go for a Ride in My Beautiful Balloon. So that's where that song came from.
Have a
Good thing
banner.
Max isn't here. Edutainment sends him into an atavistic rage.
Oh, history is extremely awesome. Anything up here? We have another courtesy phone.
It's too bad Max's mighty psychic brain isn't here. There's all sorts of new phone numbers on this courtesy phone.
It's Mundane Objects in Space, a Cosmic Odyssey.
I better reunite Max's body with his brain, or a plausible facsimile, before Sal tosses it into an incinerator.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the signs right now.
Do you think you can read that one, or should I read it out?
Can you not examine it?
Yes, but it'll only scan across it briefly before coming back in.
I could learn a lot from this, if I wasn't so offended by the choice of fonts.
So, yeah, go for it.
Carl Sagan lecture series, Big Bang, Cosmology, Physics and You, where relativity overstays its welcome, avoiding gravity wells, quantum field, landscaping, twine theory, and topological hooey. And then yes, we also have Treasures of the Forgotten Pharaoh. We can enter the Egypt exhibit. Meet here at 30 past for the guided tour. Let's try this thing.
Welcome to the Museum of Mostly Natural History. My name is Anton Paperweight, and I'll be your narrator on this self-guided tour today.
Okay, that covers it, because I was wondering, does he actually say Papier-weight? Because everyone else just calls him Paperweight.
What's number
Let us begin. Please make your way to the Mesozoic era exhibit in the center of the main floor.
So you know what this is for, yeah?
What is it for?
It's for directing Sal.
Right, yeah.
We're going to, swap his headset somehow, possibly just by selecting the headset and clicking on him. We're going to swap his headset with the other one, and then we're going to use the tour controller to guide him around.
Although it lasted for only 7 weeks during the late summer of 56 million BC, the Mesozoic era produced an incredible explosion of evolutionary diversity, most of which was quickly erased by less ridiculous creatures.
So that's probably less useful.
Gently yank the bone to hear the roar of the Poyosaurus henway.
I mean, it said to do the thing. After we heard the roll. Pink.
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
It's this one on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Humanity has long pondered about the eventual fate of the Earth. Today, thanks to sophisticated supercomputers, scientists have determined that the world will end in the year 2015 as giant monsters, environmental disasters, and political apathy combine to turn our world into an unlivable hellhole shortly before the sun unexpectedly goes nova.
It's not far off.
Turn the hourglass to witness the Earth's final moments as predicted by accredited apocalypticians.
That one we already saw. Next up.
Please proceed to the Treasures of the Forgotten Pharaoh exhibit.
Okay.
Get ready to duel. And we can't get in here, there's a Sphinx. But the Sphinx exists, because that's what the other one was going to see.
Admittedly, yes. I'll finish off what the little remote says.
The museum is proud to have recently obtained the preserved remains of the mysterious forgotten pharaoh of ancient Egypt. Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
So we can get them to poke the eyes of someone.
I'm assuming it's that mask.
Oh, the Pharaoh's
This
brain.
rinky-dink museum has something that can get Max's body moving.
Yes, we have another courtesy phone.
It's too bad Max's mighty psychic brain is...
Possibly for teleporting around. And yes, Pharaoh's brain. So we can reach inside brain, and I don't know why we would do that.
Please don't touch, play on or around the Pharaoh's brain. I question the wisdom of this sign.
We have the Pyramid of
The
Haikba.
seven-sided pyramid of Hickabah was the crowning glory of Kestimpum the Tiny until it collapsed under its staggering weight and unorthodox design.
Admittedly, it's not four-sided.
It's dioramas like this that make me appreciate the joys of central air conditioning, collective bargaining, and comfortable headwear.
We can use the Pharaoh's head.
I had no idea ancient Egypt was so madcap.
Good sound effects. We have a sarcophagus.
If you're going to putrefy and decompose, you might as well do it in style.
That's what I always say.
Hey, it's me.
Statue?
Give or take 4,000 years and a decent
Oh,
tail.
yeah. That's cute. Admire the brain screw.
And dangerous. Two of my favorite things. Max would love to get his hands on this doohickey. Too bad he doesn't have any hands right now.
Read the brain screw sign.
Ancient Egyptian brain screw. The engravings on this particular brain screw indicate that it was reserved for pharaohs, viziers, or other high-ranking muckety-mucks. Muckety-mucks? The museum's copywriter must have thought no one would read that far.
I guess
Let me
not.
look at the other sign. The sarcophagus one.
No, that
Okay.
one is not. And we have a Sphinx model.
Ah, the Sphinx. I can almost smell it. Seriously, it smells like aspen here.
Ugh.
Oh dear.
Anyway, let's get his brain.
Normally, the code of the freelance policeman frowns on stealing ancient brains, but desperate times call for icky measures. Ew, it's warm and pulsing and wriggly. I don't know whether to be repulsed or use it as a neck massager.
What?
I think it's a dichotomy with all-faced, really.
It was obviously Sal's hint is very heavy-handed. Find another brain to stick in his body in the next 5 minutes.
Yes, we can, I'm assuming, put the brain in Max's body and then he'll challenge us to a children's card game.
Most of the brains I carry around in my jacket are a lot less warm and pulsing. I bet this thing would fire right up if I stuck it in a body.
It's time to duel.
Maybe this carefully preserved gray matter will get Max's body moving, or at least twitching and drooling unnervingly. Hello? Anybody in there?
Torments of Osiris will be laid upon your feet, heretics! The wrath of... Anubis!
Nah, but I get that a lot. I'm Sam.
Oh my! A new body! And it's so energetic!
It's probably one of Max's sugar rushes. You'll just want to ride him out until you get used to him.
Well, I suppose you want some sort of tedious boon in return for rescuing our spirit from the shadowy realms, yes?
Well, if it's not too much trouble, Your Majesty, I could use some help retrieving Max's brain from a couple of world-conquering Nimrods.
I believe we can aid you in your quest, but where will my brain go after we've restored this Max?
Well, if everything goes as planned, I suppose you can take your pick between an ethnic sorcerer and a superpowered space gorilla.
A gorilla? That does sound promising. Very well, we shall grant your boon. It shouldn't be too much trouble with all these toys of the gods secreted in this fuzzy little body.
Toys of the gods? Do you have the gift?
Is that what they're calling it these days? My people always called it the Curse of Horus. Ungrateful wretches.
Neat. If you've got creepy brain powers, this rescue's gonna be a walk in the park. Ready to roll?
Lead on, barbarian.
You're calling a barbarian.
I like the way he just goes, oh, it's Anubis.
We can talk to the Pharaoh. You.
How'd a kid like you get to become Pharaoh? Did your daddy Pharaoh die when you were young?
Oh no, our dad was a sandal maker. We became Pharaoh after we stumbled upon the toys of the gods while stealing coins from a tomb. The toys awakened latent abilities within us, granting us the power to cast the royal family into the Nile and reshape the entire kingdom in our now divine image.
Nice.
There's a heartwarming rags to riches story.
Yeah. You again.
If the toys made you so powerful,
I like the way he's still the angry
in a
character.
jar.
During our reign, there were always a few troublemakers who, impervious to our divine powers, rebelled against our benevolent but firm dictates. We suspect one of them finally snuck past our defenses.
Once more.
Hold any grudges?
Sam, that's all in the past. Even if we did hold an eternal grudge against the mystery assassins who deposed us all those centuries ago, it's not as if we can do anything about it now, right?
Right.
Right. Like it here?
So, Your Highness, impressed by the 21st century yet?
Oh, most definitely. Though we do feel a bit out of our element.
Don't worry. Once we teach you a few crude gestures and get rid of the whole talking in the plural thing, you'll fit right in.
Entertainment.
After all this is over, we'll all head to Broadway and take in a show.
Oh, bread and circuses! Are there gladiator fights?
Actually, it's mostly a bunch of people dressed up as cats singing about wanting to break loose, and then a chandelier falls on them.
What? That's both cats. What's the other one? Another one and Phantom of the Opera. All the references.
How'd your brain stay alive all these years anyway?
Before our death, we left strict instructions with our viziers to pickle our brain in a special solution of crocodile tears and ground ibis beaks.
And that kept your brain alive?
Don't be ridiculous. It was our special gift that kept our brain alive. Duh.
What now?
I'm not sure what I should be doing now.
What do you want us to do about it?
Max usually has some sort of obliquely helpful hint in situations like this.
And that's how you go about solving crimes?
I know. Freaky, isn't it? Any ideas?
I'm certain these gloomy halls have more tales to tell. Let us plumb their crannies.
That should be easy. My first gig out of high school was cranny plumbing.
once more.
I got nothing.
Perhaps the essence thief may be of use.
You mean the rhinoplasty toy?
I mean the essence thief.
Villains.
I've got to find a way past Cosmic Gorilla Guy and Dr. Strange Accent.
Early in our reign, we found out that a minor vizier and a captain of the guard were conspiring against us. We could have wiped them out with a thought, but it amused us to turn them against each other instead.
Even the game's ahead of
We shall roll like a wheel, yes?
You sure know your obscure cultural references, Your Majesty.
Roll! Roll onward!
Although I imagine what he would say about the 21st century is what every historical character or person would say about the 21st century, which is holy shit airplanes.
The arrow of power. But where's the disc of madness? Or the orb of unending bounciness?
Yeah, haven't found them yet. But here, take a gander at this.
The wondrous essence thief! How well I remember disguising myself as a palm frond to observe the forbidden rituals at the Temple of Adolescence.
You tyrannical scamp.
Okay.
I mean, we've got to activate some future vision. We haven't seen this in ages.
Hey Max, check this out. It turns out that Lady Godiva was a dude.
Ooh, icky.
Well, either I managed to return Max's brain to his body in the future, or you're destined to learn a killer Max impression.
Let's move on.
Oh, the tapestry might be useful, and obviously the gorilla and Sal.
Minion.
What in the name of Gorgar?
In my experience, it's rarely a good idea to poke a space gorilla in the eyes.
Right.
Lackeys are for, Sam.
I knew that would come in handy when you put it on Sal.
Oh, because that's the poke the face in the eye one, right? In the tour.
Exactly.
Use future vision with tapestry.
Oh, the subhumanity.
Why will you say that?
Since we're in a museum, I assume it'll be some sort of obscure historical reference.
Fair enough.
Rhinoplasty.
Yeah, I was thinking, well, there's only the one picture here. There might be some in the Pharaoh exhibit as well, admittedly.
You're not going to use it on the skull?
I don't know what that would be for yet, so I'm like, But I'll do one of these.
Yeah, can we just give him it?
Hey Sal, look! 3 monkeys violating that statue of a head.
Where? I didn't see nothing, which is a good thing since we put all the monkeys down in storage with the leather jackets.
Okay.
That was easy.
Yes, it was, rather.
Rhinoplasty.
Oh, you could use the future vision from here as well, I suppose.
Maybe.
On Sal. Does that button that brings up the points you can look at, does that work in Sam's view?
How droll, a talking skull. I'm sure that will be useful.
I don't know.
Whee!
He is just a skull now. Like he's just staying a skull. Let's see if I can talk to him when he gets over here.
Your Pharaohness?
What is it now?
That's all I've got.
Thank the lower Nubian sun god.
And so you also wanted me to do the deactivate rhinoplasty. Future division over here. Yeah.
Hey! Ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
Ouch! Who'd want to pummel a nice bug guy like Sal?
Right? We'll see if he says anything in the Pharaoh exhibit room first.
You also didn't finish looking at all of the things on your tour guide, but it might be a bit late for that, come to think of it.
Not get too close to that thing. I could end up in some other dimension where the laws of physics
Didn't check out the bottom row.
or radio stations are dominated by folk
Just thought of it.
or some other nightmarish claw your eyes out scenario. Senseless vandalism has its place, but this isn't it.
Oh, what's in the telephones as well? Nothing. But can we look at the custom phone and find some?
Maybe we now do that.
There's a picture of a blimp. Oh, the subhumanity.
Whee!
Be careful, Your Highness. You're full of hydrogen and dangerously unstable.
Oh, lighten up. I have. Whee!
Oh, so it only lasts in the room.
Yeah, so it's context-based to the room, I guess. Because I doubt we'd have it for no reason.
Hey, Your Majesty, check out these spiffy phone numbers.
Phone numbers? Ah, hieroglyphics to activate the translocation toy. We always wondered how that device worked.
It probably would have helped if the ancient astronauts who taught you how to build pyramids had left behind a few telephones. Say, one of those phone numbers is brand new.
Is that a Chariots of the Gods reference?
Yes, we have office, info desk, Egypt exhibit in the upper level.
So is it just to get us around
So
here?
we can
Fair
get into
enough.
the office now.
Oh. No, right, you're right, that is useful.
We can also turn into a different sort of pyramid. Go on then.
My new form reminds me of my summer pyramid on the shores of Bar El Zaraf.
And it'll come in handy in the unlikely event that we need a 7-sided die to defeat Skunkape.
Right, it's 7-sided pyramid. It's cute. In a strange way. Oh, he's got a horrifying little face. I've just realised, yeah.
Your Highness?
Yes?
I wasn't sure if he'd commented on anything in here. But yes, we did get numbers. I suspect we definitely want to go into the office, because that's blocked by tentacles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is Paperweight's office.
What a dump!
Someone's coming.
Why have you left the planetarium?
That intergalactic bully is driving me bananas, and his minions are a threat to my beautiful museum. Can't you do something?
Get a grip on yourself, man. Can't you see our long struggle to gather the toys is almost over?
You think I don't know that? I've been dreaming of this second chance for decades.
Then stop whining and get back in there.
Yes, sir, Dr. Norrington. Right away, Dr. Norrington.
Oh, I did wonder, admittedly. Who's Dr. Norrington? Yeah.
Curious attitude puts me in mind of a lute teacher we fed to my crocodiles for correcting my divine embouchure.
You know, Max's patter is a lot less
Violent.
multisyllabic.
Yes, we made it
A
to
cat.
Paperweight's office. A cat. Oh, yes. Oh, I can't actually select it, I'm afraid. There are many, many bits and pieces to look at, so let's start looking at them.
This office could use a little tidying up and a good firm raising.
Diabolical scrolls?
We've got his number.
Oh, we certainly do.
This office could use a little tidying up. Looks like Paperweight subscribes to Obazoth's nonsensical Grimoire Club. Paperweight's quite the reader.
A lowly scribe, then.
I wouldn't say lowly.
Check it out, Your Majesty. An insanely detailed top-down drawing of the city.
What a remarkable illusion of depth.
Oh yeah, you didn't have perspective and vanishing points in your time, did you?
Of course we did. Why, we had a whole chamber full of perspectives and a headdress adorned with vanishing points. And... Shut up!
4 ancient diabolical summoning spells. One pretty good chili recipe. It's locked. What kind of paranoid freak keeps his door locked from the inside?
I locked all my slaves inside my birthday pyramid after they finished building it.
Paperweight's not a slave.
Are you sure?
I mean, that seems to be it here, right?
I think so, yes. Is there nothing we can do with rhinoplasty or
Well,
anything
maybe,
else?
Yeah, I mean, for one,
I didn't see any
well,
pictures.
Future vision can always be good because it's room-based.
Oh, of course.
Talk about a chilling vision of the future.
What was that?
Amused.
Nothing doing. Wait, that came up with something briefly. Was it just with Sam? It's just with Sam.
So it's just looking at it at quite a strange angle. Yes, I did think I would probably be able to use it with the map, because it's a big picture.
I actually didn't, because I didn't think it was a picture of a something.
How amazing! We've been transmogrified into a glittering futuristic metropolis! But why do we feel like we're about to vomit?
That'd be the East River. Try to breathe through your mouth.
Oh, they're a little city. That's quite strange.
Your Pharaohness?
What is it now?
Cool.
That's all I've got.
Other than that, no, there doesn't appear to be anything in here. Is turning into a map useful? Do we need to... Because I'm thinking the only place I've seen somewhere that looks like a futuristic city would be on the futurologist, the big turny thing.
So I will have a brief look
Set out
at
a cityscape.
whatever the upper level is.
I suspect you'll be disappointed, and it's the upper level of the mezzanine.
Yes, I am disappointed.
If you want to know what I think you should do next...
Mr. Paperweight. Gee, thanks. That's the nicest thing you've said since you hired me.
I actually meant to hit the other button.
what I was going to say is that before you do this, you might want to turn Max into a Hindenburg.
Oh, okay.
Because I suspect that's part of the kerfuffle is... I might be wrong.
No.
But I suspect part of the kerfuffle is he goes into the banner and burns it. Somehow.
He's either going to be a zeppelin or a skull.
There's nothing in this museum that could trigger an explosion.
I see. I don't really remember what's what is the thing.
You probably want 2.
Oh, well, we could also do these and see what they were.
And finally, the pride of the museum. Please proceed to the Knights of Yog-Sothoth display.
Knights of Yog-Sothoth exhibit? Right away, sir.
There we go.
The Order of Yog-Sothoth were an ancient society of mystic knights dedicated to serving an overfiend of the dark dimensions. This priceless tapestry, woven from the meticulously groomed back hair of the knights, is all
Love the way he says that.
names of their order.
That's really illuminating, boss. Anything else, boss?
To see the terrifying power of the Yog-Sothoth tapestry, pull the sword from the eyeball.
Pull the sword? Will do, boss. Looks okay to me. Anything else, boss?
And then what were you going to suggest?
1.
Let us begin. Please make your way to the Mesozoic era exhibit in the center of the main floor.
The dinosaur exhibit. You got it.
Is that the right place? And then 5?
5.
Humanity has long pondered about the eventual fate of the Earth. Today, thanks to sophisticated supercomputers,
No, it might be the one under that.
have determined that the world will end in the year 2015.
Also, I've just realised the reason why he talks like he talks is because he talks like the tick does, but I might have that wrong.
Unlivable hellhole shortly before the sun.
I mean, tick, cockroach, that would work.
Yeah, boss. Very informative. Anything else, boss?
So 8.
I think it was 8.
The museum is proud to have recently obtained the preserved
It's definitely from that section. It's the one where you poke them in the eyes.
of ancient Egypt.
That's great, boss. But what do you want me to do now? Anything else, boss?
I didn't memorize the numbers.
Eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
I'd poke its eyes, boss, but I can't reach him. Anything else, boss?
Oh, have I got him in the wrong place? He needs to be next to the monkey, or the monkey needs to be next to him.
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
The beast attacking the city. Right away, boss.
That's what you do. You put Max as the city there on the display, and then you pull the hourglass to turn it, and he gets to somewhere else.
Anything else for me? I'll just head back to the base.
So yeah, there's a couple of things you could do with them. One of which is to poke them. Yeah.
Thing is, we have to deactivate rhinoplasty though.
Yeah, that's fine. That was just an idea. Is to make him into the Hindenburg before he started poking people in the eyes. I didn't know if it
So
was
we
right.
can't be the city and come back out, that's what I mean.
Oh, no, we can. We were the city when we came out, weren't we?
I mean, I'll give it a go.
I might be wrong. Like I say, I'm just guessing.
Guesses are fine.
And so is there no instruction to get him to
play these games?
stand next to the gorilla, or do we have to direct the gorilla to him?
We might need to just talk to the gorilla a bit more. We haven't really. Oh, you can also take the picture and then not turn into it. That'll be it. And then you can do it in here.
Right.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Ooh, he's a smart one, isn't he?
Who is this annoying cretin? Are you Sam?
We are the Pharaoh, you odiferous primate, and you would do well to kneel in our presence.
How about I make you dance instead?
Tra-la-la!
please make your way to the animatron of...
I mean, the one for blah blah blah, that would also
He's
make
attacking
sense.
the city. Let's see. Ah, there it is.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Clever.
And then...
Now, both eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
Poke its eyes. Really? Oh, well, you're the boss.
What in the name of Gorgar?
What should I do now, boss? Hey! Ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
By the underrealms of Embo, what is going on out here?
I kinda hated doing that to poor Sal.
Yes, most unfortunate. Beetles are sacred in my culture.
Actually, I think he's a cockroach.
Really? Then let him rot.
Dear God, alright.
Okay. That's clearly done something.
Skunkape.
What?
I would very much appreciate it if your minions would refrain from manhandling my employees.
And I would appreciate it if you stopped using specious words like manhandling.
Oh, take it like a man, you big ape.
I can't believe I have allied myself to a sniveling irritant like you.
Irritant? Do you think I enjoy having my schemes yoked to an uncouth, half-naked space fascist who can't even capture a 6-foot-tall dog in a suit?
I assume you can do better, you half-witted conjurer?
Watch me.
Nice simmering. One more unfortunate misunderstanding should be enough to push Tom and Nicole here straight into supervillain divorce court.
Hmm.
Yo, PWA!
What? I'm busy.
More conversation, because I assume we want another hint as to what will set them off, right?
Yeah.
I sure hope Skunkape's boys don't trash your museum. I bet the hairballs are piling up already.
If those
Right, so now we have to get rid of the tapestry.
precious tapestry, they will feel my hot, explosive wrath.
Fine, just keep your hot wrath off my jar, will ya? It takes forever to clean. So, about Sal.
Sal? He is recovering from an unprovoked assault by a vicious space monkey.
Ah, poor guy. He deserves a space monkey who'll treat him right.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Why are you and that big dumb ape Skunkape working together?
I have no earthly idea. Dr. Norrington keeps telling me that Skunkape is the key to finally gathering all the toys and completing the spell, but nothing is worth this abuse. Nothing!
Yes, feel the hate grow within you. Oh, this talking with my brain is making me tired. Let's talk later.
It's the source of flame I'm confused by, but I'm thinking it's something to do with the apocalypse display.
Maybe.
Oh, so you got minions with him now?
Yes, I think they've been told to get out of the back there in the main bit of the rooms that we were in. Paperweight.
Why are you working with that creepy paperweight guy?
Because I foolishly believed that I could tolerate a brief alliance with this insulting necromancer in order to gather the toys of power. I even consented to allow him to complete that stupid little spell he'd been working on.
That spell thing Paperweight's working on. It wouldn't have something to do with summoning an elder god by the name of Yog-Sothoth, would it?
I wouldn't be surprised. Every other word out of that cretin's mouth is Yog-Sothoth. You'd think that tapestry was his security blanket the way he carries on about.
Oh boy.
Don't touch the Yog-Sothoth tapestry. Yog-Sothoth is unstoppable. Words cannot describe the unspeakable terror of Yog-Sothoth.
I need some me time.
Very well.
I'm curious, can I talk to the minions?
Yes, looks like.
Yes? Don't talk to the squishy one, me Tiho. The general says his brain has the power to cloud apes' minds.
Flatterer.
What about that one?
Minions.
Yes? Don't talk.
Same text. Okay. So we know we've got to trash the tapestry now.
Also, does it mean we can approach the door now?
Discord. I'll see if I can add some fuel from out here.
The office door.
No, the one where the monkey was.
Whee!
Have a look. Oh, Sal's gone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You got rid of one of them at least. No, he's still there. Okay.
I think because he has to shoot the
Tyrone, I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Right. I'll just let you get back to that.
I mean, maybe I genuinely just turn it into a Hindenburg and go, hey, look at that, that's Sam.
A museum? In my kingdom, tedious knickknacks like this would be burned to keep our outhouses warm.
Oh, actually, I should also do a little bit of one of these.
That was strange.
Yes, strange.
We already know that.
Left.
That'll be setting it on fire.
Oh, is that still... Oh, sorry, I didn't realise that was just the edge of the tapestry.
Looking for a Sam here somewhere. Are you here?
Hey, Max, check this out. It turns out that...
It's the same.
Have we still got in our inventory the tour guide thing?
Yes.
That's odd.
Behold, the dread wonder of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dark dimension.
Creepy. It's a good thing our forefathers kept this guy from schlepping into our dimension, or we'd probably be seeing that on our currency by now.
So there's also the roaring dinosaur, which could scare him into it, I guess. And I'm sure we're going to do something with the city display at some point. Also, I'm wondering if Sal is actually still connected to the thing, with us still having the item.
Right. I'll just let you get back to that. I think Sal's had enough.
No, fair enough. Make the thing roll then.
This Hindenburg can...
It's not dangerous.
Did Sal run off into here, maybe?
Right. I just thought I'd look it up. It is fairly obvious.
Oh, okay.
You were doing the right thing in the other room.
Okay.
But rather than using the... Because I was suggesting using, like, the turny thing to, like, maybe hit him or scare him or set him on... You just shoot him. You wait until he's near the tapestry and then you shoot him.
Oh, okay.
So it's another one of those things where it's like, if you've run out of ideas of how to do something, look in your inventory or use the gun.
I hope there's nothing in this museum that could trigger an explosion.
And yes, that's your clue, but it's like, I'm not really sure
Well,
that's...
because in every other thing, it's gone like, your gun's useless.
Yeah, You use it in the very first episode to shoot cheese. To create Swiss cheese.
Could you move just a little bit to the left, Your Majesty?
Why?
No reason. Oh, the subhumanity.
Nice.
That was really quite exhilarating.
You're welcome.
Now never do it again.
No problem. Whoops.
Let go of me, commoner!
Shh! Who is making all that inferno racket? Yaxaga! No!
Never place your hands on our divine personage.
Lighten up, Your Majesty. I think we're about to see some fireworks.
Skunkape!
What?
One of your ignorant minions has destroyed the museum's priceless Yogg-Sothoth tapestry!
Oh, really? Michaela!
Yes, sir.
Did any of you destroy Mr. Paperweight's precious tapestry?
No, sir.
I believe you owe me an apology, partner.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Sorry, your minions are trigger-happy Neanderthals.
That's it! I've had it up to here with your incessant, petulant whining!
Petulant? Well, I've had it up to here with your imperious attitude and your odoriferous banana breath.
Banana breath? Banana breath? This alliance is over!
So be it!
It warms my heart to see these two fighting again. At least I think it does. Sam better come get me before these two losers knock over my jar, or worse, kiss and make up!
Wait here, Your Majesty. This move's gonna require some sneakiness, and that body you're wearing isn't really known for its stealth.
Very well.
Resistance is pointless, Terran flea!
Eat my primordial wrath, monkey boy!
Sam! It's about time.
I would have been here 2 or 3 explosions ago if someone I know had the slightest bit of impulse control.
Hey, my body's walking around without my brain. How'd you work that out?
I found a loner in the creepy Egyptian exhibit. Nice kid, but a little bit of an attitude. Now let's get out of here before Goofus and Gallant figure out that we've played him for chumps. Come on, Your Highness. Your Majesty?
The toy box! It's mine again!
The box!
Sam, you didn't stick the brain of a psychically gifted, unstable adolescent pharaoh in my cute little body, did you?
Maybe.
He's so cool!
Must resist.
Norrington, help me!
My hammer of Ptah, the hairballs of Bastet, and the hangnails of Anubis. Reality itself will kneel before Sammun-Mak.
Maybe we should be leaving.
You think?
And so ends another mind-boggling mystery solved by the loping wits and the capriciously applied violence of the freelance police. Who's up for a sugar grenade?
What the hell are you talking about, Sam? I'm still a brain in a jar!
Don't be silly, Max. You've always been a brain in a jar.
No, I haven't. I'm a short, sexy lagomorph with an enormous mouth and dead, shark-like eyes.
Hold that thought, little buddy. We've got some idolizing to do.
Say what?
Sammun-Mak is handsome! Sammun-Mak is cute!
When we think of Sammun-Mak, we give a big salute!
Oh, you have got to be kidding.
Attention, everyone! From this point forward, those little things at the ends of your shoelaces. Anklets? Yes, anklets are hereby decreed to be the most horrible things in all the world.
It's a good thing I don't wear shoes.
Sam, snap out of it!
Snap out of what?
Ah! Just get me out of here! I gotta find my body!
Yep.
I love the way it just rolls with it.
Yes. We have entered a universe where Sam&Mak is now in charge. So somehow it's ancient Egypt. But we're going to leave it here.
Can you look at the statue first?
We'll leave it here with a look at this ginormous statue.
From this angle, you can see my great big honking...
Zip it, little bunny.
Yep, that was satisfying.
We'll see you next time.